In this video, we're going to break down the simple formula for you to make your first $1,000 online. So if you are interested in making money online, whether it is through content creation or digital marketing and digital products, this is going to be everything that you need to know in this one video right here. We're not going to leave anything out, and we're going to dive right in. All right. Chances are you have been struggling to make your first $1,000 online. The reason why that number is special to me is because that's the number that I would write down in my journal when I first started this whole process of digital marketing, content creation. That's what I wanted, $10,000 per month, because that was the amount that I felt like would take me out of debt, because I was in an extreme amount of debt when I left Los Angeles. It was really bare bones. I decided to strike out on my own in the world of social media marketing. I just done a show on Bravo, and I thought that things would explode after that, but little did I know it didn't work quite that way. I had previously tried e-commerce. That didn't work well for me. I literally was at my wit's end. So for me, I have been where a lot of you guys are, and some of you guys may be a little bit beyond that point today. But if you are someone who has been struggling with content creation, making money online, trying to figure it all out, I want to tell you, you are not alone in this journey. That's why in this one video, I want to give you everything you need to be successful. I would love for this one video to catapult you into taking the actions that you need to take today in order to get started. So let's go ahead and dive on into what we're going to be talking about. There are 5 things that you need today in order to make your first $1,000 online. 1, you need a problem to solve. 2, you need social media or YouTube in some way, shape, or form, something to broadcast your message. Luckily for us, YouTube and social media are completely free platforms because they provide organic traffic that is being driven to your content. You need a sticky framework. This is how you're going to tell your story. This is how you're going to hit the customer pain points. This is how you're going to drive sales to the product. And you're going to offer a ton of value. And then you're going to provide an offer or a call to action at the end or somewhere during your video. This is what we're going to cover in this video. And this is exactly how you are going to do this. All right. So I love to say that you need a niche, right? You need a product or a service category. But really, honestly, you need a problem to solve. So I want you to think about, what problems do you have? What problems have you solved for yourself or others? What areas of life are you most interested in or you have knowledge on? For me, I would ask myself, what do people come to me the most about? Clearly, at this point, it's YouTube. The reason why is because I've been able to grow my YouTube channel to 205,000 subscribers. I had another channel that we grown to 10,000 subscribers, actually 2 channels. One other channel we grew to 10,000 subscribers, but I was working with a business partner and it just kind of became a lot to manage that. And that was during the pandemic. So something that was working during the pandemic didn't quite work as well afterwards, but that's a whole nother story for a different day. But YouTube has become an area of expertise for me. And not just in the sense of, a lot of people know my other channel, it's a news channel. So a lot of people think that, oh, well, if I go to him to ask him questions about how to get started on YouTube, it has to be specifically related to talking about reality TV news. News just happens to be my background. I went to school for mass communications, journalism, advertising, and PR. Went to grad school for advertising and marketing. Those just happen to be my areas of expertise. I worked on news shows, I worked in radio, I worked in TV. So a lot of that just came naturally to me because of my level of experience. And that was what I learned specifically. But in terms of YouTube, there's more than just talking about reality TV. There is this whole aspect of content creation that revolves around solving people's problems. And that's really where I want you to focus your energy on, because I feel like solving someone's problem is definitely going to be where the money is. And I want you to focus on specifically creating content that solves a particular problem. Because if you can solve people's problems, specifically rich people's problems, but just problems in general, then you can definitely make a ton of money because you're going to be providing value. You're going to be providing something that people need. So I want you to think about what people are searching for. Like, what aspects of life are people currently searching for? So, health, wealth, and relationships are easy topics for people to gravitate to, and people typically do because these are universal problems that people have in some way, shape, or form, whether they're looking to lose weight, make more money, or get something out of their relationship, find a relationship, get over a relationship. Those aspects are just super universal. People are looking to get healthy, cure ailments, find cures for sleep disorders. It's just a whole wide range of possibilities of problems that you can solve, especially if you are someone who is really, really interested in those things, working within the spaces that we are really interested in, because I think then you will have a lot more passion about what it is that you're doing, which typically leads to a lot more longevity in the space that you are hoping to occupy. I do offer a master resale rights course. It's a digital marketing course that you can actually utilize for yourself to learn and earn at the same time. So you can learn about the process of digital marketing, setting up funnels, email marketing, all of that. And you can also sell it at the same time so that now you are making money while you are learning about a business process that will also help you. Otherwise, you can also become an affiliate for different products. You can use services like Copecart or ClickBank, or become an Amazon or a Walmart affiliate for products that you absolutely love, that you know a lot about, that you've had experience with, that you can make a ton of videos with, right? So there are tons of problems out there for you to solve. There are tons of options for you to solve different problems, even if you don't necessarily know what to solve at the moment. We have a ton of options at our disposal for you to get started with in this specific space, right? The problem to solve. So let's move on. Now that we have sort of determined what the problem is that we're going to be solving, you can check YouTube for this. You can look up and see what are people searching for on YouTube. You can Google this. You can ask ChatGPT. This to me is one of the easiest aspects, but it's also kind of the hardest for a lot of people because there are tons of problems to solve. You just need to figure out one or two or three that you really want to focus on this particular channel that you are going to be utilizing. That's not to say that you can't find other problems to solve in other niches once you've gotten this one down to a science. Okay, so we're going to be utilizing YouTube for our vehicle, for our marketing vehicle. This is going to be what we're utilizing to sell our products and our services. This is what we're going to be utilizing to make money. Now, of course, we already know that you can make revenue from AdSense on YouTube, right? But that's not always consistent. But you can actually double, triple, and quadruple your revenue if you have a product to sell that solves a problem, if you have a service to sell that solves a problem, if you have a referral link for an affiliate product that solves a problem. And what we're going to utilize is long form content. For me, I just feel like long form content is such a great way to help people because you can literally walk people step by step through a problem and you can solve it for them literally while you are on camera. I love that. In this video, we are solving a problem on camera, step by step. That's essentially what we're doing here. This is what you're going to do as well. So there's no mistaking what the process is because you can literally spell it out for your audience in a way that is very simple, that is very easy, that is effective, is literally Google, right? I am using a Google Doc to show you exactly what you need, but you don't have to do that. You can use a whiteboard. You can literally talk to the camera. It's super simple. And the setup is super easy. You need a simple setup. You need a phone or a webcam or a camera. This is not complicated. I don't want you to think about all of these extra things that you need. I tell people all the time, I started my YouTube channel For news, I used my Apple iPhone for the first 2 years and I was completely fine. Natural lighting, a ring light, or studio lights. Right now, I'm using natural lighting. I'm literally sitting in front of a window. There's actually no direct sunlight that comes in this window, but it's just a lot of light that comes in this window. So it works. But I also have a ring light that I got from Amazon for about $40. And then optional editing software and a mic. I love a mic because I just like the sound quality, but I got this mic from Amazon as well. And I think it was about $40. Editing software, sometimes I'll use CapCut to edit, or you can use Descript. You can also use Video Leap, InShot. There are tons of options out there for editing. I think that simple editing works best if you want to edit out the uhs, the ahs, the ands, any stumbling of the words. You can utilize something like Descript and it will edit those things out for you. Next, other resources that I utilize. I utilize vidIQ when I want to think about hashtags or title creation. It offers an AI platform that literally integrates within your YouTube channel to help you determine what your title will be, what your description will be, and what your hashtags can be. I utilize Canva when I am making my thumbnails, but you can also utilize ChatGPT for video topics, problems to solve, literally anything in this process that you have questions about you can utilize ChatGPT for. When you think about utilizing ChatGPT, think about utilizing it as a resource. It is not an all-in-one solution, right? You are the solution. You are providing a solution, but ChatGPT can be a resource for which you can actually pull in and say, what other things can I add to this process? Or what other problems can I solve? Or how can I solve this problem in a different way? That's how you utilize ChatGPT, in my opinion. So you need a sticky framework to sell your story. What does that mean? Sick and tired instigates curiosity and kick-ass yearning. Let's talk about it. So when we talk about the aspect of being sick, you want to talk about what the problem is. What is the thing that is causing you so much angst? You want to hit that. So for us, it would be that you need to make your first $1,000. You need to get to the point where you are adding an additional revenue stream because maybe you are paying the bills. Maybe you are in a lot of debt. Maybe you have to pay for childcare or you want to pay for that extra vacation. You want to live a life of freedom. There is a problem here that is at the core of this whole situation that is leading you down this path to searching for a solution. You need to also hit at that pain point. We want to get to the point where we're asking the audience, aren't you tired of not being able to really manage the solution? And we want to talk to those people who are tired. They're tired of not having the funds to do what they want to do to live the life of their dreams. They're tired of being stuck. They're tired of working a job that they hate. They're tired of being overworked. This whole sick and tired aspect is something that you need to touch on in every single video, which is why I started the video off the way that I started it. I was someone who was in debt. I was someone who needed something different. I was someone who wanted to do and move in a different direction. You need to touch on those pain points because that is going to also help people gravitate to you because you now understand their pain. People are searching for something. People are searching for a way out. People are searching for the key that will unlock the door to wealth generation for their families. People are searching for the key to finding their next relationship, to losing that extra 20 pounds, to finding the job of their dreams, to finding the way forward after a breakup. There are so many things that people are searching for, and you need to get to the point where you initiate and you trigger that desire for a solution by telling your story. And then you need to start piquing their interest in the possibilities of what life could be like once the problem is solved. Can you imagine what would happen if you had an extra $1,000 in your bank account every single week? Can you imagine what your life would be like if you were making that extra $10,000 per month? Can you imagine how you're going to fit into that new dress once you lose that extra 40 pounds? Can you imagine what life will be like once you get that new job? Once you finally accomplish that goal, you need to start to pique their curiosity and their interest in what can possibly be. And then We need to kick ass by describing the solution that solves the problem. How did you solve the problem? What can they do to solve the problem? Now I have a solution, and now I can move forward in my life in a way that feels confident, that feels free, that feels flexible, that allows me to do everything that I want to do. And you want to create a yearning for a similar outcome. They can do it too. If you can do it, they can do it. And you're going to show them how. This is the sticky framework that you're going to use to sell your story. Honestly, you can literally take a screenshot of this one frame right here, and this will take you anywhere you want to go. This is how you sell to people. This is how you create a demand for your knowledge and expertise in a way that is completely identifiable to your audience. And in every video, you are going to provide a ton of value. Every video will offer you the opportunity to provide value at scale. Whatever it takes for you to get a person from point A to point B, you can literally do that in every single video. And people need solutions now. That's why they're going to YouTube. They're looking for something now. They want value today. They want to solve their problem now. That's just to say that you are providing something that they can actually utilize as a baseline for getting to where they need to be. Imagine what I can get in their paid offer. Imagine the value that they're going to give me when I'm working with them one on one. And finally, the offer. This is your call to action. This is where you tell everyone in your video what it is that you are providing. Describe the solution in detail. What are the benefits? How can they work with you? How easy is it to access? And what are the next steps? You just need to be able to provide them with a way to reach out to you and to work with you, because that's going to be exactly what they need to move forward. Now, if you are looking to work with me to help you in this way, then you can join our membership group, because I kept getting people asking me, how can I work with you? How can we work together? And I think one of the things that people need is, I realized that you may not need just a course, because a lot of times people will take a course and they'll get lost in the weeds of the course and they don't finish it. I want to provide you with something different, which is why I provide a membership community where we will have office hours once a week. We'll also provide value with videos as well as testimonials and interviews. There's so much there that I can walk with you through so that you can now get to the end result that you want to get to. And for me, it's because people find value and they're more likely to do the work and to get it done when they have something that they have to pay for. That actually makes them a lot more accountable. And so, if you are wondering how you can start charging for your own services, it is about literally understanding your own value. And that's also something that we work on. We also work on how you can provide an offer or what problem it is that you can solve that will get you to this point where you're making $1,000 per day. Now, this video is literally enough, right? But if you want more help, the way to do it is to click the link in the description down below. I do offer a little bit of a discount for anyone who joins in first for this membership, because listen, I get it. You are in a space where you need help. And I want to be the person that walks you through step by step. Get the MRR course absolutely included in that yearly membership. That's right. You will get a full course that will sell itself. It is a turnkey business solution system that will allow you to learn and earn as you go. So you can actually resell this course to make money, because you may not have a product or service that you can provide at this moment. For those of you guys who are looking for additional help, if you're looking for step-by-step guidance on how to price your product, your service, your offering, or whatever it is that you need to start selling today, I want you to click the links in the description of this video. I just launched my membership community. The first 20 people who join will join at a discounted rate. They will get that discount forever. If that's something that you're interested in, We're going to be providing weekly coaching calls. You're going to get access to me in a group coaching settings. And this is going to be something for people who are interested in completely changing their life today. And this is only for people who are completely serious. Otherwise, you can utilize these videos the best way you possibly can, and you can also change your life today as well. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and I will catch you in the next video.